What is going on, people of YouTube? My name happens to be Kurtyoy. Welcome to another review of the game week. We're reviewing, of course, game week 15. And if I do stop talking for a while, I have got a nasty ulcer underneath my tongue. Won't go away. Put me in some pain, so I won't be as energetic, talking loudly, talking fast. And that's why this episode may be a bit longer. But we'll just get on with things, shall we? Let's, I insist. This game it went pretty well for me. 64 points. Went down everywhere though. Not quite sure how you beat the average and yet go down, but anyway, I even went down head to head because I got beaten, well, surprisingly really, by a tractor. They beat me by 2 points. And main thing really from that is that he had Icalo on his team. I didn't. A second time in the week, or in 2 weeks, I've forgotten to put Icalo on the pitch, but what will be will be. But today we're talking about who went well and whether they could be a good decision for the future. So we're going to start off with goalkeepers and get it onto round score so we know who's the best. And first off is Artur Burac, who came back into the team. Many thought he wouldn't play. He did play, and a sterling performance from him nonetheless. Got 7 saves in that game, as you can see on the screen. Picked up 3 bonus points as well. 4 for a clean sheet. Playing the whole 90 minutes. 11 points for the game. Is he worth spending your money on? For me, no. You've got to look at Bournemouth's recent games, or you've got to look at games throughout the season. You're looking at clean sheet at home against Sunderland, clean sheet away against Chelsea. That's it. They concede a lot of goals. They don't keep many clean sheets. This one was a surprise. Sunderland was back when they were extremely poor. So you could look at it and think if Allardyce was in charge and had been since the start of the season, and if Chelsea actually played like Chelsea, they wouldn't have any clean sheets at all. So definitely not one to put in your team. Watch how Bournemouth go though, because if they start to get, when they start to get players back, I know they're missing, a few in the defence. Tommy Elphick, I believe, is missing. You've got Callum Wilson missing. Players like that magnitude, they can insert the fear factor back into the team, and hopefully they'll be able to do the business. But look at that thinking, not one to bring into your team. One to bring into your team, I can't insist enough, is Jack Butland. 4.9 million. Somehow he's only 4.9 million. Went up again. But Stoke are a fantastic side in the defence. Under Mark Hughes, they're built very well, play very good football, and they also beat Man City 2-0. 2 Marko Arnautovic goals, 2 Xherdan Shaqiri assists. I think we'll be talking about one of them later on in the episode. But he picked himself up 4 for a clean sheet, 1 for making 4 saves, played the whole 90 minutes, so 7. Of course, he didn't get the bonus points, so I don't delete that. He didn't get the bonus points because, well, a certain Arnautovic and Shaqiri dominated the whole game, so what else can you do? But he picks up 7 points, definitely worth bringing your team. I'd say 10 out of 10. Get him in your team. If you're looking for a goalkeeper, or even a backup goalkeeper, if you've got a bit of money like me, put him in. Put him in. I've already made my change this week. I got rid of Rojo for Smalling. Got the Smalling trend a bit too late, but I think he'll keep on rising. He's got good performances in him. He's goal. He can score goals, even though he hasn't done much this season. Definitely worth a impulse buy. But we move on to the last goalkeeper. Now I could do all of these, but I chose Rob Elliott for this one. For some reason, home game against Liverpool. Newcastle have been poor. A good clean sheet from them. And you're looking at Adrian and De Gea. Could put either of them in. Adrian maybe. You could put in, you're looking at De Gea, maybe you could put in, you're looking at maybe Gomez, but then they played Norwich, and you're looking at Schmeichel, but he only played Swansea, so I think the best one for me was Rob Elliott. Not many different performances, not worth bringing in. For me, De Gea and Adrian, definitely worth bringing in, but you're looking at the 5, the 3, and then somehow I got 2 clean sheets there at the 2, also against Manchester United, so a few clean sheets here and there, but also you got to add to the fact that if they do get another goalkeeper, if Krul comes back, I believe he's out for the season though, and also, or if they bring in a keeper in January, he won't be first team keeper, so definitely not worth buying. Moving on to the defenders now. The 3 we have, I'm looking down here, but they're also up on the screen. First of all, Steve Cook. Now, Steve Cook is up here, picks up an assist, so he assisted the Glenn Murray goal that doomed an 8th result of a loss onto Mourinho's men. But for me, not worth it. Again, controversial as it seems for me, Bournemouth defenders aren't worth it. Although he did do well against Chelsea, you're looking at the goals conceded, you're looking at the fact there's 2 clean sheets. On other days, there couldn't have been none. So there's that. Next up, Smith is there. He is there, but I'm not choosing Smith. But again, 2 Bournemouth defenders, I like to vary it a bit. Scott Dan is here though. For me, 7 or 8. If you've got a defence like me where you've got Koscielny, Company and Smalling and Alderweireld, you're looking at maybe, yes, definitely, yes, if you're looking at maybe getting rid of Evans, bringing in Scott Dan, definitely. Because I'm looking at 4 strong teams here, all getting clean sheets here and there. If Company's playing, they're getting clean sheets. Same with Smalling, same generally with Koscielny, and same with Alderweireld as well, and he's performing quite good as well, picking up some goals and bonus points along the way. And Scott Dan has already picked himself up 3 goals now this whole season with a 1 assist. I don't know where that came in the same game against Villa. Also, they're quite solid at the back. Only 3 clean sheets this season, but quite solid at the back nonetheless. And I think definitely 7. I'll go 7 out of 10 for him. And lastly, as we didn't choose Smith, we have to choose the man himself, Winston Reid. Picks up our clean sheet, 3 bonus points, and played 90 minutes. So that's 2 points for that, equaling 9. For me, that is a 6, maybe chance of getting a 7, for the simple reason, looking at it, haven't been that good in the defence recently, but they've got the potential to be rock solid at the back. They've got their full fitness defence now. I think Ogbonna, Cresswell, Winston Reid, and then probably Tompkins out there. He seems to perform the best in the wide positions, but definitely get one of them in. You've also got Dummett, you've got Damian, you've got Lescott, all players to be considered, but we're moving on to the midfielders now, and I think Mahrez performed the best this week, picking himself up a lovely little hat-trick, 3 bonus points, and also having a clean sheet as well to add icing onto the cake of all people that put Mahrez as their triple captain, equaling disgusting 63 points, which is almost over me. That's quite embarrassing. Actually, I believe it is over me. I've got 60. The person who beat me is over him as well. So triple captain Mahrez, fair play to you. But he's definitely in there. Fantastic game against struggling Swansea. Is Monk going to be out of a job? I think he's 1 or 2 bad games away from it. I don't want him to go, but I feel like it could be time for him to go if he doesn't produce a win in the next 2 or 3 games. But nonetheless, Mahrez had a fantastic game. Totally worth your captain's choice. Next up, you've got Marko Arnautovic, a person who won the game in Swansea, and a person who won the game against Manchester City. What a game he had. Slipped when he went through for his hat-trick. Could have got it. Also had chances elsewhere to pick up assists. Shaqiri, I think he just didn't go for one, which I think he thought it might be an offside. But, you're looking at getting clean sheets, had icing onto the cake. You got 3 for a bonus, 2 goals scored. Well, what a performance he had. I only came in about half-time-ish, but looking back at the highlights, definitely worthy of it. Could have grabbed 3-4 goals, and Man City need to change something at the back. Keep Company fit, maybe. And lastly, you got Giorgio Wijnaldum. Last time he was in, he picked up 25 points. Hasn't really done anything since then. He grabbed a goal first day, he grabbed a goal game before. It's the first time he's really done anything, had any impact, but nonetheless, fantastic game against Liverpool. Goal and assist to his name. 7-3 now for the whole season. Is it worth buying? For me, Arnautovic, if they carry on playing like this, Stoke, yes. Mahrez, if you haven't got him in already, you're stupid. And Wijnaldum, go over 5. It depends what Newcastle turn up. If Newcastle carry on playing like this and think, right, we've got to change, we're going to play like this every game, they've got a chance. If he's played further forward, definitely worth it. I'm going for a 5 just because you don't know what Newcastle is going to turn up. Lastly, though, you've got the strikers. Now, in the preview, I had 4 strikers on there because I put Deeney and Ighalo, saying one of them's going to score, if not both. That's why I've got 4 strikers again. Deeney and Ighalo. Deeney, of course, he's a penalty taker. That's why he's in there. But seems winning a lot of penalties and also the fun run of form, scoring 4 goals in a row. Is Troy Deeney about to have a party? He's only got 7 more games to go. But he himself up a yellow card, unfortunately. Got damper on the fair, but 3 for a bonus, 3 for an assist, and also 4 for a goal scored. And, like I said, if I told you Abdi was the one of 3 Watford scorers this season, would you be surprised to know that Dean Ighalo? No, you wouldn't. And Ighalo picked up an assist as well and a goal, but he got 2 bonus points, which you can't get. You don't usually get people with 3 bonus points. I think they're level. Not sure how that works, but both banging in decent performances. Then we're going to go on to Lukaku. Picked himself up a goal. Again, he's in fine form. 50 goals in 100 Premier League games before the age of 23. Quite fantastic form. Again, he's picked up 5 games a winning run, or 5 games scoring run. Also 6 in the last 5. Quite an impressive total for him. He picked up 2 bonus points as well. And lastly, this one, I was tempted to go down to maybe Murray or Vardy, but Campbell deserves to be mentioned. And the reason I'd put Lukaku definitely in the team, Dini and Carlo definitely in the team. Joel Campbell, if there keeps on becoming injury problems, he's taken a claim for the first team. He was poor, and he was shockingly poor against Manchester United, against Sheffield Wednesday. But he's come out and he's played good football since Swansea. You know, he's scored 2 goals in the last 5 games. Considering he's played on the wide right or in the midfield sort of area, and I think he's taken a good claim. He's playing good football. He's scoring goals, and that's what they need, because without players like Walcott, like Ramsey to come back, you're missing Sanchez as well now. They need someone to score goals, and Campbell seems to be doing that. And if he can continue, who knows for the future, but definitely one to consider. Again, with 5 million on the clock, if he can play for the next 10 or so games, definitely worth an impulse buy, because he'll bring you in points pretty much every game week. But that is that, people, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Sorry I haven't been as energetic as, as powerful, as you could say, or as fast talking, because again, really hurting. It's hurting now, but I'm soldiering through for you. With that said, I'm not sure about getting the preview out, because talking for a long amount of time like now does really start to hurt, but hopefully I'll be back into the full fitness in the next day or so. But preview might be a day or so late. If that is, then it'll be on Thursday, I assure you of that. But thank you guys for watching. Nonetheless, if you liked the video, then leave a like, and anything in the comments down below, and subscribe if you feel like I'm worthy. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Let me know who you think could be good for the next game week, and who has had a good last few games, who you think has been, well, probably the best season so far. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.